Subscribe now, hit the notification bell, and be ready to embark on a visual adventure. Review of the Fujifilm X-S20. Fujifilm has introduced its upgraded mid-range APS-C mirrorless offering, the Fujifilm X-S20 with a 26MP sensor. This mirrorless camera with interchangeable lenses now boasts enhanced video features and a new vlog mode, yet it adheres closely to its predecessor's design. The X-S20 maintains the original's deep grip, user-friendly layout, numerous ports, and in-body image stabilization. Upon scrutinizing the specifications, the Fujifilm X-S20 appears remarkably similar to its forerunner. It features the identical 26MP X-Trans sensor, a marginally improved in-body stabilization system, and a nearly identical overall design. However, a closer examination reveals subtle alterations. Various buttons and dials have been repositioned or enlarged for improved accessibility. The grip has been slightly enlarged to accommodate a larger battery. Additionally, there's now a flap for a headphone jack beneath the palm rest, and further distinctions become apparent as one delves into the menus and adjusts the mode dial. Video enhancements. The most significant enhancement to the new model lies in its video capabilities, courtesy of the upgraded X Processor 5. The Fujifilm X-S20 now supports in-body 4K/64:2:210-bit internal recording, along with OpenGate, 3:2 aspect, 6.2K. The inclusion of Fujifilm's F-Log 2 color profile provides users with an additional stop of grading potential at its base ISO of 1250. For those opting for an external HDMI recorder, the camera can now output to ProRes RAW or Blackmagic. If the notion of a mini XH2 has crossed your mind, you're on the right track. The X-S20 introduces compatibility with the XH2's cooling fan, the Fan 001, effortlessly attaching to the back of the X-S20. Furthermore, this model introduces a headphone jack, eliminating the necessity for a USB-C to 3.5mm adapter. However, the camera's standalone continuous record time poses a challenge, lasting only 36 minutes in the demanding 6.2K mode at 25 degrees Celsius, 77 degrees Fahrenheit, as per Fujifilm's testing. When equipped with the Fan 001, the runtime more than doubles, extending to 78 minutes. To address extended recording needs, a new 1080/60p LP mode has been incorporated. This mode, utilizing a 1.29x crop and thus a smaller section of the image sensor, allows the processor to take a break from binning or line skipping. Consequently, this mode offers 32 minutes of recording in 40 degrees Celsius, 104 degrees Fahrenheit, heat or an extended 78 minutes when paired with the Fan 001. Subscribe now, hit the notification bell. Vlogging mode and UVC/UAC webcam functionality. Conveniently positioned on the mode dial, the vlogging mode introduces a fresh video shooting interface to the Fujifilm system. Its purpose is to simplify and make content creator tasks more accessible. By tapping the vlog button on the touch screen, users gain quick access to 6 buttons for common features such as stabilization, the self-timer, eye/face detection, a product priority mode, which swiftly focuses on objects directed toward the lens, a high-speed recording toggle, and a background defocus mode, widening the lens aperture as much as possible. The X-S20 visually indicates its filming status with a red box around the LCD preview or a green one for high-speed footage. For those leaning more towards Twitch streaming than aspiring YouTubing, the X-S20 doubles as an impressive webcam. Utilizing the USB-C port, you can stream a live 4K/60p feed from the camera. Notably, unlike previous Fujifilm models, the X-S20 operates without the need for webcam software, relying instead on the UVC/UAC standard. Improvements in autofocus and subject detection. Stills photographers receive additional support due to the faster X Processor 5 embedded in the X-S20. Fujifilm asserts the incorporation of an enhanced autofocus algorithm, originally developed for the high-end X-H2S model, ensuring better capture of moving and smaller subjects in particular. The X-S20 inherits subject detection modes from the X-H2 family, individually selectable in PASM or custom modes. Options include animal, bird, automobile, motorcycle, and bike, airplane, and train modes. In full auto mode, the camera endeavors to recognize and apply the appropriate mode based on the subject in the frame. Subscribe now, hit the notification bell. Design and handling. The Fujifilm X-S20 opts for a more understated style, prioritizing functionality over visual flair. Its compact size, DSLR-style grip, and dual control dials present a user-friendly appearance, a camera that blends in. Functionality takes center stage in the design adjustments, with enlarged controls, bigger dials, and more pronounced buttons compared to its predecessor. The articulated touchscreen sees a minor resolution boost, while the electronic viewfinder, housing a small OLED panel, mirrors that of the X-S10. Observant users will notice two holes and a small plug behind the rear LCD, borrowed from the X-H2 models. The X-S20 accommodates Fujifilm's Fan 001 accessory, adding a cooling fan to the camera. Despite its $200 price tag, this accessory extends the X-S20's video shooting duration and enhances reliability in higher temperatures. Fujifilm aimed to enhance everything photographers appreciated about the X-S10, including its port selection. The camera features a USB-C with power delivery for charging, a micro HDMI, and a 2.5mm microphone jack that also accepts a wired shutter release. A brand new 3.5mm headphone terminal is now integrated into the grip, eliminating the need for a USB-C to 3.5mm adapter, as required by X-S10 users. Beyond the upgraded processor, the most significant internal change involves transitioning from the smaller 8.7 Wh NPW126 battery to the 16 Wh NPW235 battery. This nearly doubles the battery capacity, with the separated shot count increasing from 325 shots to 750, or up to 800 with the economy power setting. The larger battery necessitates a slightly expanded grip, enhancing the camera's overall comfort. Achieving twice the separated value remains a common occurrence. Adjacent to the battery, an upgraded UHS-2 SD card slot provides a notable boost for burst shooting. Despite having only one slot in a similar location, the enhanced interface allows the X-S20, with a fast SD card, to capture over 1000 JPEGs or compressed RAW files at 8 FPS. Don't forget to subscribe now. Image performance. Our test environment is meticulously crafted to emulate a spectrum of textures, colors, and intricate details encountered in real-world scenarios. It incorporates two lighting modes, allowing observation of the impact under distinct lighting conditions. Similar to recent 26-megapixel Fujifilm counterparts, the X-S20 exhibits commendable image quality. In essence, it delivers image performance comparable to the now discontinued X-T4, Fujifilm's flagship for both stills and video 3 years ago, despite being priced significantly lower. It stands up well against its contemporaries, demonstrating image quality akin to the Canon EOS R10, Sony a6600, and Nikon ZFC. The default color profile maintains Fujifilm's characteristic vibrancy, offering subjects a subtle boost without veering into excessive vividness. Notably, red tones are less intense compared to Nikon or Canon alternatives. Naturally, for Fujifilm enthusiasts, experimenting with the signature film simulation modes is a must, as the X-S20's JPEGs can exhibit a distinct style, ideal for those who prefer not to delve into RAW file development. Dynamic range. The X-S20 inherits its sensor lineage from predecessors known for consistently producing exceptional images over the years. While it lacks the latest sensor technologies, it compensates with ample dynamic range, enabling photographers to underexpose photos to preserve highlights without compromising shadow detail. Autofocus advancements. Despite the familiar sensor, the X-S20 introduces swifter processing, directly impacting autofocus functionality. Expect reliable performance, with accuracy closely tied to subject detection modes. When capturing moving subjects, opting for the camera's face detection mode significantly enhances focus reliability. While the subject detection modes we tested performed well, they still exhibited occasional false positives, particularly in human face detection mode. In our continuous autofocus evaluation, we observed comparable straight-line performance with face detection enabled or disabled, maintaining focus until the subject approached closely. As anticipated, the camera excelled in predicting subject distance as the subject moved directly towards it. However, in zigzag scenarios, occasional focus loss occurred as the subject changed direction, a challenge for the camera given the varying approach rates. Although the hit rate was satisfactory, and the camera avoided refocusing on the background, there were instances of slight defocus as the X-S20 struggled to anticipate movement. Overall, Fujifilm's autofocus capabilities still lag behind competitors like Sony, with the A6700 boasting superior subject tracking. Don't forget to subscribe now. Video capabilities. The Fujifilm X-S20 incorporates innovative features borrowed from the company's X-H2 cameras, particularly in the realm of video. Beyond delivering impressive 4K footage at various standard frame rates, it introduces a 6.2K open gate mode, ideal for later cropping into diverse wide and tall aspects suitable for a variety of social media platforms. While the X-S20 may resolve slightly less detail than the Sony A6700, the difference is marginal, and the footage still retains its quality when shared on social media. The inclusion of the captivating Eterna color mode provides a robust foundation for creating visually appealing video content. Advanced videographers can access the Eterna and F-Log color profiles, along with hybrid log gamma, allowing for post-production grading to achieve the desired aesthetic. Don't forget to subscribe now. Rolling shutter. In our assessment of rolling shutter effects, the X-S20 demonstrated similar results to the X-T4. When shooting UHD 4K footage at 60p, the response time is approximately 16 milliseconds, increasing to around 20 milliseconds when shooting 24p footage. Opting for the 3:2 aspect open gate mode at 6.2K/24p, utilizing the full sensor dimensions, results in a slower response time at 24 milliseconds. While this is notably slower than the pricier X-H2S with its 6.2 milliseconds, practical considerations come into play when using a cropped frame, minimizing the lag between the top and bottom of the shot. These results are commendable, and users can expect minimal rolling shutter artifacts in their videos, particularly when capturing subjects at moderate speeds. Conclusion. In conclusion, the Fujifilm X-S20 offers substantial value for its price. Despite being slightly pricier than its predecessor, the X-S10, it represents a meaningful upgrade, particularly for those inclined towards video capture. The extended battery life positions it as a reliable companion for extended shoots without the inconvenience of frequent USB-C charging or extra batteries. However, the camera is not without its imperfections. Fujifilm still lags behind competitors, specifically Canon and Sony, in terms of subject tracking and maintaining focus on high-speed subjects. Prospective buyers in the X-S20's price range should carefully consider their autofocus requirements, as competing options at a similar MSRP offer more dependable subject tracking. Additionally, the diminutive viewfinder, while serviceable in a pinch, may benefit from an upgrade in the next iteration. Nevertheless, for those prioritizing lenses and seeking distinctive prime options, Fujifilm has a distinct advantage in that department. The appealing film simulations and the array of available lenses position the X-S20 as the choice for individuals who prefer a unique approach without compromising on image quality. While autofocus and viewfinder limitations prevent it from attaining our highest accolade, the X-S20 remains one of our favorite cameras in its class, especially for photography enthusiasts. Don't forget to subscribe now.